What is going on, Call of Duty fans? In case you missed it, Call of Duty released this video introducing Gunsmith 2.0. It's a 3-minute long video going through everything related to the Gunsmith coming to Modern Warfare 2, and we're going to break it down right now. Real quick, thank you all so much for subscribing and liking all the videos recently. I appreciate all the support. If you're new around here, consider dropping a sub for all things Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty League related, and also drop in the comments down below anything you really want me to focus on or make videos about during COD Next and then with the beta. I'm going to be making videos about a ton of stuff, but just let me know what you really want to see. All right, so first things first, we got to look at the Gunsmith kind of when you first click into a loadout. So you can see your primary, your secondary, tactical, lethal, perk package, and field upgrade. So obviously this is, kind of normal for what we're seeing, but there's two things different that I am interested in talking about. Number one, perk package. Now you can see there's 4 perks total, right? 2 from slot 1, 1 from slot 2, and 1 from slot 3, but they're designated as the hunter package, which makes me wonder if there are select perk packages necessarily this time around that are fit to certain playstyles, and maybe you can't customize exactly what perks you pick. It's interesting that there's this perk package and it's not just your overall perks, and the fact that they have a title called Hunter is definitely something that I'm not exactly sure what that means. If it is pre-packaged things, so let's say you want to pick the Hunter package, you get these 4 options, or maybe you get a couple, maybe you get like, let's say 8 options and you get to choose between those 8 which perks you want to put in your Hunter package. Maybe similar to what we saw in World War II, where depending on what I forget what they were called in World War II. What division you picked, you kind of had certain perks. Maybe it's similar in this, where like our perk packages are kind of like World War II divisions, where you have a certain amount of perks you can select depending on the package. And another thing that I also find interesting, and this could just be for the beta, this might not be overall, but if you see here down at Cinder M4, it only says level 1 of 20. So are we only going to have 20 levels for our guns? If that's true, that makes leveling up guns so much easier than getting up to like level 70 like we saw in Vanguard, especially when it comes to trying to get camos, if you have to unlock the camos and that sort of thing. So possibly only 20 levels for the gun. But it also says level 1 of 1 for the pistol, so this could definitely just be a beta thing. Then here we get to see kind of what happens when you click into your assault rifle. This here is the M4. You can see obviously there's a bunch of different things in here, right? You know, your barrel, laser, optic, all those things around the gun. The one thing that will stay consistent is your receiver. So this is the M4 receiver, which uses the 5.56 ammo. So basically, when you have this receiver attached, it is the M4 AR receiver. Now, I believe when you go into any other weapon in the platform or in the weapon tree, you will keep this M4 receiver when you want to keep it as the assault rifle type of that platform. But there's only 5 modifications, as you can see down here, 0 of 5. So you can have 5 of these things plus your receiver. So essentially 6 things, it looks like, will be what you can have when it comes to building out your weapon. Now, something I found very interesting here, as you can see right now, they're looking at the optics. I saw this for their like the rear grips and the barrels and everything, but there is actually a skins selection. So you can see you can equip this mini red dot, or you can go into skins. Now this might have to do with the weapon vaults, which we're going to get into in a little bit. So maybe if there is a weapon vault for this weapon, you can attach skins or unattach skins if you really want to. Or maybe they're going to actually start adding skins for specific for specific pieces, specific attachments, modifications. I believe they're calling them modifications now in this game. But you might be able to maybe have skins for those specific attachments, which is interesting because you might be able to combine like different skins and have a totally crazy looking weapon, or this could just all be related to the weapon vault. So basically, as you can see here, is kind of a little more of an in-depth look at the receivers. So once you get to a certain level and you unlock the receiver, that's when you unlock a new weapon. So as you can see here, I believe this right here was the M4. Once you got to level 18, you unlock the LMG version of the M4, that receiver. And then once you get to level 13 for the LMG version, you unlock the M16 version receiver. So essentially what you're going to do is there's 15, 20, 19 levels per gun. And once you get to the new receiver, that's when you unlock the part from the, above it in the tree or under it, wherever, however the trees work. So essentially you have your M4 receiver, you use your M4, you unlock the LMG version, you use the LMG, you unlock the M16 version, and that's sort of how the receivers are going to work. So that's sort of going to be what designates what type of gun you're using, despite what attachments you have. And then based on what attachments you have, so let's say you unlock all these attachments on your M4, they will be usable on any gun on the M4 platform. So if you unlock all your attachments on the M4, once you get to the M16, all of the attachments will already be unlocked, so you won't have to individually grind and spend all that time getting attachments for every single gun. So that definitely helps out for people who really want to, level up their guns, get their camos, and unlock everything. You don't have to do it for every gun when they're in the same tree. So here's another little look right here at some of the receivers, I guess, that are in the M4 class. You got the M4, the M16, the 5.56 Icarus, which looks like the LMG version. You got the FTAC Recon, the FSS Hurricane. So these are all the receivers, I guess, in the M4 class. I don't know if this is all of them or just the ones in the beta, because this is obviously the beta build they're showing us this from. But it looks like right here, 5 receivers in your M4 platform. And now we get to the weapon vault system. So I'm sure most of us kind of know what this vault system is. Essentially, you purchase this bundle, so to speak, and you get colorized attachments and weapon parts that all match the theme of the gun. So like this one is the FGX Cinder that you get for pre-ordering the Vault edition of the game. So everything you see has the red and black design going on. So pretty much any attachment that you kind of put on it is going to match the aesthetic of the weapon. And what they said is that when you have the vault, it unlocks the attachments for the gun and unlocks all the attachments. So for me, I'm thinking this is going to be one of those not pay to win, but sort of pay to win things where, like, similarly to bundles, when you buy them, of course you get to use those attachments that are in the bundle. So in this system, it almost feels like to me there might be a vault for every weapon in the game. And if you buy that vault, you pretty much get everything unlocked for free without having to actually, well, not for free because you're paying for it, obviously, but without having to actually grind through the levels yourself. So if that's true, then basically people who want to spend money on the game, big time content creators or someone who really likes spending their money on Call of Duty is going to have an upper hand because they're going to unlock all the attachments without having to actually grind in game for them. I saw some people talking about the black market when you saw this screen. It's definitely not the black market. I mean, you can see at the top what categories you have, what pages. So you have play, weapons, operators, challenges, and store. So there is no black market, or at least that we've seen. Maybe it's in the store section, but you can see we're in the weapons section here. So this is just kind of like your gunsmith guy. So I guess hypothetically what you're doing is you're going to the gunsmith, telling them what you want with your gun, and they're building it for you.
This is the game I've been waiting to make a long time.
So if you heard what he said, this is the game I've been waiting to make for a long time. Obviously, I don't really know who this guy is. I don't know anything about his history with Call of Duty development and that sort of thing, but it is promising when you hear something like that, because if he's been waiting a long time to make a game like this, let's say, it's definitely reassuring that maybe this is something we haven't necessarily seen. Obviously, this GUNSMITH 2.0 is different than what we're used to and what we have seen in previous Call of Duties, but there might be other aspects of this game that are totally different from what we have seen in previous Call of Duties, and that could be a really good thing, because I'm excited to see different things coming into Modern Warfare 2 and not what we have seen over recent years. Obviously, recent years have been pretty disappointing. So yeah, that does it for our breakdown of GUNSMITH 2.0. Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to let me know what you want me to cover during COD Next and the beta. Like I said in previous videos, I can't play this weekend because I don't have a PlayStation, I'm on PC, but I will try to cover as much stuff as I can from watching gameplay and do the best job I can at that. But let me know if there's anything specific you want me to focus on, so I'll make sure to get those videos out. Even if it's only one person that wants it, I will get a video out there for you. Once again, thank you for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one.